Tina Turner's son, Ike Turner Jr., dead at 67. Cause of death and final words revealed. The music world is once again in mourning. Ike Turner Jr., the son of legendary singer Tina Turner and musician Ike Turner, has passed away at the age of 67. The heartbreaking news was confirmed by family sources late Thursday evening, marking another devastating loss for the Turner family, just over a year after the death of Tina Turner in 2023. Known for his immense musical talent, troubled upbringing, and resilience through decades of personal struggle, Ike Turner Jr. leaves behind a story of pain, redemption, and a final message that echoes with haunting beauty. A life shaped by music and turmoil. Born in 1958, Ike Turner Jr. was raised in the chaotic, music-filled world of his parents' turbulent fame. His early years were spent on tour buses, backstage at concerts, and inside recording studios, witnessing both the brilliance and darkness of the music industry. At just 13 years old, Ike Jr. was already working as a sound engineer for his father's band, the Kings of Rhythm. His love for sound design and production would later define much of his career. However, his childhood was scarred by the highly publicized and abusive relationship between his parents, which would eventually drive a permanent wedge between the family. After Tina Turner's separation from Ike Sr. in the late 1970s, Ike Jr. struggled to find his own identity. Torn between two icons, he often found himself caught in the shadow of both. Musical journey and redemption. Despite the trauma of his past, Ike Turner Jr. remained devoted to music. In his 20s, he formed his own group, the Love Thang Band, and worked with artists across blues, funk, and soul genres. His ability to merge old-school rhythm with modern sound earned him quiet respect in the industry, even if he never sought the spotlight his parents once held. In 2006, his work as a sound engineer for his father's Grammy-winning album Risin' with the Blues earned him critical praise. Yet behind the professional milestones, Ike Jr. battled demons of addiction and estrangement. In several interviews, he spoke openly about the difficulty of reconciling with both of his parents and the emotional scars left by fame. "I loved them both," he once said, "but being their son meant carrying a storm inside me. Music was how I calmed it." Hash. Cause of death revealed. According to a statement from the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office, Ike Turner Jr. died from complications related to a cardiac arrest. Paramedics were called to his home in Studio City, California, after he was found unresponsive by a friend. Despite immediate medical efforts, he was pronounced dead at the scene. Family sources later revealed that Ike Jr. had suffered from long-term heart issues, but refused to slow down. In the months before his passing, he had been working on a new album, one that he hoped would heal old wounds and honor both my parents. The official report noted that no foul play was suspected and his death was ruled natural. His final words. Close friends shared that Ike Turner Jr.'s final words were haunting yet deeply reflective, a mix of pain, gratitude, and peace. Hours before his death, he reportedly sent a message to a longtime friend and collaborator that read, "I think I finally understand them both now. Tell Mom I'm not angry anymore. Tell her I found peace." Those words, simple yet powerful, have since resonated deeply with fans who followed his tumultuous life. For many, it was a sign that Ike Jr. had made peace with his past, a son seeking forgiveness, understanding, and closure after decades of internal battle. A complicated family legacy. Ike Turner Jr.'s passing comes as another emotional blow to the Turner family. Tina Turner's death in May 2023 from natural causes at her home in Switzerland had already marked the end of an era. Before her passing, she lost two of her biological sons, Craig Turner in 2018 and Ronnie Turner in 2022. Now, with Ike Jr.'s death, all four of Tina Turner's sons have tragically passed away. Music historians note the profound generational pain that seemed to echo through the Turner family, one marked by brilliance, trauma, and survival. Yet they also highlight how each of her sons, including Ike Jr., fought to carve out an identity beyond the shadow of their famous parents. Tributes from friends and the music community. Following news of his death, tributes poured in from across the music world. American blues musician Bobby Rush called Ike Jr. a man of rhythm and redemption, adding that he had his father's fire and his mother's heart. Producer Quincy Jones also shared a touching message online, writing, Ike Jr. was part of the rhythm that built a generation. He carried pain, but he also carried love through every beat. Fans flooded social media with condolences, sharing old photos, recordings, and live clips of Ike Jr. performing alongside his father or playing bass at small jazz clubs in Los Angeles. A quiet farewell funeral arrangements for Ike Turner Jr. are expected to be held privately in Los Angeles, with a small memorial service planned for close family and friends. Sources say the service will include a live performance of his unreleased song, Echoes of Forgiveness, a piece he wrote just weeks before his death. The song reportedly features the lines, "We all fade into the same song, some just play it louder." Those who have heard it describe it as hauntingly prophetic, a man making peace with the echoes of his past. Legacy of forgiveness and reflection. Though his life was marked by turbulence, Ike Turner Jr.'s story is ultimately one of redemption. He carried the weight of a complex family legacy, but managed to transform pain into art. His journey serves as a reminder that even within the chaos of fame and trauma, healing is possible, even if it comes at the very end. In his final interview last year, when asked what he wanted his legacy to be, he paused and said softly, "I just want people to know I tried to make peace. With them, with myself, with life." And in those words, perhaps lies the truest reflection of who Ike Turner Jr. was. Not the son of legends, but a man searching for light after a lifetime in the shadows.